Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 10 different influencing techniques that can be used to persuade others. And, guess what? You are already using 3 to 4 techniques, probably without even being aware. You are constantly trying to influence others and others are trying to influence you in return. This is how society works. The people that come across as the most pleasant to hang out with are usually the ones that are consciously, or unconsciously, using one or multiple advanced influencing techniques. The good news is that you can do it too. Stay put and watch this video till the end so that you understand your own influencing strategy, and how are those around trying to persuade you in return. Now, it's important to remember that influencing people is a process, not a one-time event. It depends on a multitude of factors such as environment, organization, culture, rank and more. It's also important to note that these influencing techniques can be used for positively impacting others, but they can equally be used with manipulative intent. Let's start with the simplest and the most commonly used strategies. 1. Stating. This involves making a direct and straightforward statement about what you want. By being clear and concise, you can make it easier for the other person to understand your point of view. This technique is the kids' favorite.
Mommy, I want ice cream.
And most adults use it too. Although it is very efficient in getting the message across, it's rarely going to be the most effective when trying to get things done. You need to be in a position of power, such as parent, boss, teacher, etc., so that your statement is agreed and acted on, without questioning. 2. Very close to stating is the technique called logical persuasion. This involves using reasoning and logic to convince someone to see your point of view. It's all about presenting a clear and compelling argument that addresses the other person's concerns. By constantly using stating, you can risk to come across as a spoiled brat, while by constantly using logical persuasion you can come across as being very smart or full of yourself. So, pay attention to respect the feelings of others and their potential lack of knowledge when bringing your arguments to the table. 3. Legitimizing. This technique involves using authority or expertise to make your message more credible. For example, if you're trying to convince someone to invest in a new product, you might cite statistics or research to back up your claims. Basically, you are using a higher authority in order to move things your way. For example, Mom and Dad expect things this way. The police officer said we should do it like that, etc. Just remember, it's one of those techniques that works well but usually makes people unhappy if it does not serve their own interest. 4. Collaborating. It can be a great technique to add to your arsenal. This involves seeking out the other person's input and feedback, and collaborating with them to come up with a solution that works for both of you. By working together, you can create a sense of ownership and buy-in that makes it easier for everyone to move forward. It shows that you are open to listen to new ideas and you care about the feelings and desires of those around you.
Jack, this is my opinion. What do you think about it? How does it fit with your initial plan?
5. Socializing. This is another effective technique. It involves building rapport and creating a sense of connection with the person you're trying to influence. By finding common ground and engaging in small talk, you can establish a relationship that makes it easier to persuade them later on. Just remember, creating rapport means you are also willing to let yourself influenced by the other person if circumstances go that way. People can easily feel when somebody is falsely pretending to have an interest in them, and if you disrespect their trust you will generate long-lasting resentment. 6. Appealing to friendship. This involves using your close relationship with the person you're trying to influence. It is said that you discover your true friends in a time of need. Just remember to be there for them, as they were for you. 7. Exchanging. This involves finding something that the other person wants and using it as leverage to influence them. For example, if you're trying to get someone to help you move, you might offer them tickets to the theater. The only thing you need to take care of is to offer something that is perceived as being of equal or greater importance. 8. Appealing to values. This is another technique that can be really effective. It involves tapping into the other person's personal values and beliefs to make your message more persuasive. For example, if you're trying to convince someone to do the right thing, you would appeal to his religious beliefs, or to his family values.
Jimmy, I know your parents taught you to be a good boy and tell the truth.
This is one of the best persuasion methods that one can use, but it involves research and preparation. You can always try to use a generally accepted value in your attempt to influence someone, but it might have little impact if it's not a true value for the other person. 9. Role modeling. This is the technique where you are leading by example. By demonstrating the behavior you want the other person to adopt, you can make it easier for them to follow suit. It's most likely the most impactful and, in many ways, the easiest influencing technique that one can apply. Think of Alexander the Great, Nelson Mandela, and any other great leaders of past or recent times. They were all leading by example. Sacrifice yourself before asking others to do so. Do the hard work, inspire everyone around you to follow, and in no time you will be changing the world around you in ways you could not previously imagine. And finally, 10. Building alliances. This is a technique that involves creating a network of allies who can help you influence another person or persons. It's always good to have the numbers on your side and, by enlisting the help of others, you can create a sense of momentum and make it easier to obtain your desired outcome. Just remember, controlling a large number of individuals and steering them towards your goal can be tricky. Always do it with good intentions and integrity in mind. So, there you have it, the 10 different influencing techniques you can use to persuade others and bring the desired change. Can you reflect on your own behavior and identify your preferred ones? Do you know any other techniques? Please write your thoughts in the comments below. I am really looking forward to engage in exciting discussions with all of you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.